Hey you guys, I was just on earlier. It's gotten a little colder because I like to leave the door open. I like fresh air. Okay. This is my when the shit hits the fan, or if you just want to go in the woods and have some fun by yourself and survive for a while. Part 2. Okay. Now, for survival, for shelter, you want to have a tarp to drape over a stick going between two trees. Drape this over, and it's a tarp, of course. It's a 72-inch width by 96-inch height, 6 foot by 8 foot. And then you will have it's a foil rescue blanket. It's silver. You drape it on the inside to reflect the heat when you have your campfire on the outside. So that right there, it's good. It's extra heat, if you know, in the winter or in the fall when it's a little chilly. And of course, you want to have some rope. Decent strength. And this is a 40 foot by 1/8 inch. It's 40 pound. It's safe for about 40 pounds. Diamond brad nylon rope. So that's decent rope. Yeah. Decent rope. Part of the shelter. And of course, you want to have you a couple of just rags to wash with in a creek or something. And TP, toilet paper. And it folds down easy, and put it in there, and then the washcloths, any kind of washcloth, folds down, put it in there, keep clean. Of course, these are mouse traps, but you would need rat traps. I'm just using these as a smaller version, but you need rat traps that could catch your food, squirrel, rabbit, whatever, you know, little stuff. There's some more rope. There's this type of rope that's bind it in, and you can fold it up really. It's, you know, that kind that's knotted up all like that, and then you can just wrap it up and throw it in the bag. And there's a little more rope, you know, that's the pipe that you can burn, and then it seals real well. That's decent rope. You know, you could use for many things. Tie up a shelter, or tie up your food bag and stuff. And of course, you want to have, you know, paper and pens, pencils, just to write notes, whatever you want to write. Take a diary, make a diary if you're out there by yourself, or if you got a partner. You know, writing paper, or something happened, you can burn it. There's a eraser. And there's another one of those rope bracelets. Use it. It's a lot of rope in there. And you can take it apart and use the inside for fishing line or something. And variety of hooks. And there's a little light that you can use. A little light. And sorry about that. And there's several types of hooks that you can tie things up with. You know, put things up. And there's a little rope with hooks on it. And I guess what that. Okay, that's that. And then food. Well, let me show you how to get your food if you don't have none with you. Alright, there's those, like I said before in the other one, night vision glasses. You can put them on and you can see fish down in the water. I mean, or you could just throw a line out there and take a chance to catch one. That would help you spot where they are, you know, schooling or whatever they call it, flocking together, and you can see them real well. And this right here, I just recently got this. This is a Slingshot. You could you know, you could get you a deer, a rabbit, a squirrel with that if you're real good with it. You know, you're real good with it. That's a Slingshot. That right there will come in handy to get food. Another weapon. Protect yourself with too. And like I said in the other videos, these are not the perfect knives, but it'll kill you something to eat, you know. And like I said, it's got a compass in the end, and it's got things in the end here where you could fishing line and little strings and different things inside the handle, and the compass in the end, which is pretty cool. It's pretty accurate, I imagine. And this right here is another variety of a saw. You can use it to cut plumbing pipe with. This is one of those little saws that you can, you know, put around a limb. Take both your hands and saw back and forth, and it'll cut. It will. It doesn't take much room. You know, like one of them hand saws or fold-up saws. You can put that in your pocket, back pocket. I mean, that's a good little thing to have in your bug-out bag to cut down firewood. And just other knives I have, you know, to protect yourself with, to kill something with. I mean, I know it's not the best knife you can have, but the little blade right there, you could saw limbs and little stuff to get for your fire. And, you know, it's got the extra little string here on it. I mean, it's a knife that'll get you by. I mean, it might not be a $100 knife or $200 knife or whatever, but it's a knife that will get you by if you have to kill you something to eat. And of course, I got another knife. Just varieties of knives. You can't have enough of those. If you don't have a gun, which I got a little .380 pistol, but I'll show you that in another video. But there's another type of knife. It's got little sharpened stones with them. And this right here. And of course you can wear safety glasses, but I like the ones that are dark so you can wear them when the sun's out or if you need them for safety reasons, if you choose to. But this right here, I don't like those fold-up knives because, fold-up saws, because the blade's weak to me. It might be okay, it might work out, but this right here is the beast of them all. The blade goes up to here. Probably about, I'd say, about right to there. It's wide, and then it goes down, but at least the blade's all the way up there. And you can saw real good with that, or you can use both hands, you can use both hands to saw with that. I love this saw, man. It is awesome. And there you go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Gripped handle. For calamus. Titanium. I think I'm saying it right. Calamus. But it's got a belt loop thing where you can put it on your belt. It's a nice little saw. Not no fold-up saw. I wouldn't have one. But some of them's okay, I bet. Alright. So that covers knives, shelter, well, how to keep yourself dry, and how to kill your food. And if you don't want to do that, of course you can bring some food with you. That Mountain House, it's beef stew. And of course, there's some powdered drinks. You mix it up with some water. If you boil it, you can take the powder, you can take the little packets out. There's some rice. There's just different varieties of things I have in here. Little beef things, the cubes. Like I said, the little packets, you can take them out and pack them real easy. I got all different kinds of food in here. Oysters, if you like them. Pack stuff like this real easy. Take it out of the packet and put it in there. Just stuff that, I got food, okay. Way to start a fire. Just different varieties of food in here. Of course, there's... Alright. There's, of course, matches. Just regular kitchen matches. That packs easy. And a little sealed thing where you can start a fire. It's sealed. You can put matches in there if you want. A little case. But this is a magnifying glass where you can start a fire. Just let the sun be on some dry materials. Nobody don't know about that, magnifying glass. Great way to start a fire. If you don't have nothing else. Okay. Matches. Plus, there's some Lifeline Matches, waterproof. That's just a little hook. You can hook something with. Of course, I put some matches in here. You can fill it up if you want. And of course, this thing right here. And I'll get it in a minute. Come on, man. Alright. Certainly more. Well, it sparks, but it's kind of hard to do it and show you at the same time. There you go. See that? It's another way to start a fire. Alright, that covers food, fire, how to kill. If you don't have food, how to kill, the wildlife. Some people don't like that, but I'll kill if I gotta eat. And I covered the shelter. And, alright. Way to boil your water. To prepare your food. Stainless steel container. Get you some water, put it in there. Set it right in the fire. You can wipe it off, clean it up. Little vents for the steam to come out. Here's your cup to drink whatever you need to drink. Coffee, apple cider, what have you. And if you come across some canned foods when you're bugging out, if the shit hits the fan, you run across a house or something that's got canned foods in it, there's one of those Army can openers. It's a little hard to use, but you can figure it out after a while. There you go. And there's your little pan. If it gets bent up, you can straighten it out. Heavy duty aluminum. And of course there's some more food varieties. Rice, it's got different little chunks of meat in it. It's dry, and then when you boil it, it chunks up. And then here's a little fork, spoon, knife set. It hooks together so you can just pack it together. It hooks all together. Fork, spoon, and a knife. There's the little case that goes in. And there were some more of those smoked oysters. Okay. That covers food. And shelter. And how to kill food. And how to boil water. How to start a fire. And this is a little first aid book. And I got that's with the first aid kit. Alright. A little multi-tool. It's got like little blades, little Phillip, flathead, little sharp objects in case you need them for type of things. Little multi-tool. Alright, that goes with the hunting type thing. Alright. There's a little compass in the end of this. You got a couple different varieties of compass and a whistle if you need to scare away a wild animal, you know. Another way to start a fire, magnifying glass. And here's some military grade fire starter. It starts dry, cold, wet, damp, rainy. Of course, you want to have like small knives, real small, nice, good knives. Real good knife. Stainless steel. I like that one. That's a decent little knife. And of course, you want to have a lighter. Another way to start a fire. And another knife. Decent knife. Okay. Showed you shelter, how to get food, how to start a fire, how to food. I showed you the different foods. Okay. Like if you and your partner's together, and communication, walkie-talkies. It's a Motorola, very good walkie-talkies. Of course, you want to have extra batteries. And then this is a military-grade flashlight. It's got the clip and the off and on switches right here on the side. And I think it takes D batteries. I think about 2, maybe 3. And then this right here has got the varieties of the little lens light things. It's got the green, the red, the blue, and the yellow, and different spectrums of light that you need. Say if at night you might want to use the blue one, and the red one just you need it for. And of course you need flashlight. This is a little, you know, for communication. You don't have a cell phone, you don't have no digital this, digital that, you know. 9-volt battery, regular transistor radio. Alright, first aid. Where did it go? Alright, you might need a child and an adult first aid book if you don't know what to do. Books are flat, they can go on the bottom of your backpack. And like I said, I'm not going to go through all the stuff in here, as long as you got alcohol pads, tweezers, scissors, sporn type stuff for burns, gloves. There's a raincoat in here, not first aid, but if rain. And there's a blanket, thermal blanket, stuff for cuts, for broken arms, slings. Shoot. I'd be in trouble if I had to get this open. Anyway, we're in the crap. But anyway, bandages for eyes, for sling or wrap your arm up if you get a sprained leg. Big bandages for deep cuts. And of course, a first aid book. And if you get a snake bit, I'll put a belt in here to tie it off. Tape. Of course, safety pins. Protection gloves. I mean, I got the big, like the dishwash, you wash dishes gloves. Like I said, tweezers, scissors. Never know when you need them. Alcohol pads. And more just regular gloves for germs. Touch your hands. Just eye wash, burn gel, hand sanitizer, Neosporin. Of course, you probably need. There's bunches of band-aids in here. Aspirins, non-aspirin. You know, you just use your head when you put your kit together. And of course, take alcohol, peroxide. I mean, you can condense it down into different things. Okay. Alright. I think I covered just about everything. You know, food, shelter. If you don't have food, you got tools to kill animals with. Some people don't like to do that, but you gotta do what you gotta do when the shit hits the fan. You got ways to take care of your wounds. You got ways to boil your water. You got a way to start a fire. You got a way to eat. You got a way to clean yourself. You got a way to, you know, number one, number two, wipe yourself. Yep, I think I just about covered it all. Alright, so I guess if the shit hits the fan, pretty much I got it all covered. Alrighty then, God bless everybody, and then if the shit hits the fan, or if you just want to go in the woods for a couple of days to a week, see if you can do it on your own, I think I covered just about everything you might need. God bless. Love you, brothers and sisters. And love my family. Everybody take care. Peace.